G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, firstly I'm going to have a go at Antonio for having a go at me, for having a go at him. Well, you know how this goes.
Oh yeah, so, oh gosh, it's in his own video. He said it was very overcast and that's why nobody got any footage of it. He must have forgotten because he's then uploaded this one of footage of it from Antarctica. Because there you go.
I had first said that there was too much cloud for any photos to be taken at the South Pole, and then I suddenly brought up photos that did have a photo of the plane flying overhead. But of course he didn't actually show that, which I'm trying to work out why Antonio didn't show it. Maybe he was scared to. But anyway, it was different people, different buildings, different areas down there. The guy that did actually give me the photo had gone up a couple of days after because it was so poor the weather. He didn't want to feel like getting outside and up on the roof to check his camera. And when he did, he found some beautiful pieces of nav lights right across the middle of his time lapse. So he sent them to me, which was absolutely excellent. So you can claim, Antonio, that it didn't go over the pole, but that's wrong. I have the evidence to show it. So just another one of your dreams and hopes shattered. Sorry, mate.
Not really, because on my map, it's about 46,000 miles. They did it in just over 46 hours. That would be about 1,000 miles an hour. Perfectly doable.
So any plane manufacturer that can fly faster than other planes in their category will basically sell the plane based on that. They've all got to be better than everybody else. So, and of course, the plane was cruising at its cruising speed about 0.85, 0.9, 0.95, where it was pretty close to the speed of sound. So it really can't go very much faster, Antonio. It's already right up there. And to go any faster would be a major design change. And then there would be sonic booms all over the place. So it is really just a fantasy that's broken to think that the plane was just going faster and they don't tell us about it. So if you really think that these corporate jets can fly faster and faster, you really are a bit of a
Dim.
We can also see from the image of the plane that it was turning slightly to continue on its line to Pontaraya, which is what it should have been doing. We can also calculate that the speed by comparing the angular size of that 10-second track with the angular size of the 2 pointers. And we know that it was at flight level 430, which is, 13,000 meters. And if you work that out, it comes out around 600 kilometers an hour. Well, it's probably not quite as fast as I would have liked to have seen it, but it's in the ballpark, so not bad for pixel counting. We also know that the plane did not land at the pole, because when it passed overhead, it was up really high at cruising altitude, and planes that size have to descend at about a 3-degree angle, citation Wolfie, and it would have to start descending about 100 nautical miles out from the pole, citation Wolfie. And that plane is not rated to land on ice, so whoopsies on that one. Fantasy broken yet again, Antonio.
Let's follow it again, and
much better.
We need some Pac-Man magic to get from that side over to this side. Anyway, I think whoever made this map up is a little bit of a dim. But as all my regulars, there's no idea.
I'll use this map to show you. Okay, I was going to pull one up. And here you are. Just imagine for a second, right? That they fly from Florida across like this and reload in Astana or Nur, whatever they've chosen to rename it. Fly south, not over Saudi Arabia, not over the Arabian Peninsula. South and turn to land in Mauritius and carry on turning and land in Antarctica and refuel. But obviously don't tell you because they're hoodwinking you. And then take off and fly over through Punta Arenas and back to, Florida. That was easy. It was really easy. It was just a great big circle.
And finally, now that we've had a look at Antonio doing his little hand-waving magic fantasy on that great big circle all around the other side of the pole, we know that it took like 3 full legs to go up the inside leg of that, but how is it going to go around the other? It's going to need another 4 full legs to go around the other side. So you had it landing once. It would need at least 3 landings to get around there to refuel. So you can really see it never had time to do it. It certainly wasn't rated to do it. It just didn't do it. Fantasy broken. The one saving grace, the one positive that comes out of all of this is that you can see Antonio actually recognizes that to fly around the Antarctica like that is going to require a much greater distance. He can actually realize that, so you might see how broken his map is after all. Okay, so now we're going to do some critical analysis of Antonio's map here while we're down in the shed. So of course we need a laser to do that properly, a laser pointer kitty. So of course the flight started here somewhere and then it went up over the Antarctica, the North Pole, down into Europe here somewhere, and that was the first fueling stop. Then it had a second fueling stop over here at Mauritius. Now somehow Antonio thinks that it goes all the way over to here and flies around to, watch out Wolfie, but not get you, over here to Antarctica somewhere and refuels. But that distance around there, they're going to need another fueling stop here somewhere. Did you think of that, Antonio? And then once you've been here, then you're going to need another fueling stop here to get all the way around to Punta Arena over here before you can even get back up to the Kennedy Space Center. I really think you're going to have to rethink this whole distance thing, Antonio. That's a bit of special pleading. It's just not going to cut it. You can't get around from Mauritius over the South Pole when we've now got evidence that the plane flew directly over the top of the South Pole. So we know they went there. And you've got to get the plane back around to here. So it took, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 stops along here. And you want to send it around there in just one? I don't think so.